You are about to enter Gigi's world.
Go ahead and turn like they're supposed to, turn color. I came by to check on my bell pepper and started noticing that there are spots on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this bell pepper. Yeah, I want that for my family, not for whatever is trying to take over. So there we go. Hand size, turning yellow as it should. And let's see, new bell peppers are forming. And let's see the one back on the back side. It looks like, yeah, it is developing spots. So even though it's small, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So something is happening with my plant. I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it though. In this area up under my wall, I planted peanuts. As you can see, the peanut plant is growing. There's another one coming up there. I threw them kind of randomly in here, so they're coming. I also have some lettuce that is now trying to come up in here, and I'm sure at some point the peanut plants will probably just choke it out, but if it gets big enough, then sure enough, I'm gonna harvest it and we're gonna eat it. Here's a quick drive-by on my corn. As you can see, she has pink hair. It's so pretty, and the corn is forming. I'm really happy to see this, really excited. Last year my corn trial was a bust, so this year is great to see that the corn is actually pollinated and doing well. These on the outside here were the first ones that I planted. I'm not sure really what happened, but they were just trying to do the wrong thing at the wrong time. And I'm sure it was user error, but I'm glad to see the second bunch of seeds that I planted are doing just fine. Happy to see it. I wanted to do a quick drive-by on my air layer. This is the Tangerine air layer, and it's only dropped a few pieces of fruit off of it. The rest, as you can see, it's doing well. Doing really well. Nice and productive air layer. Looking relatively healthy and all. There we go. It is really hot and humid out today. That one looks perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one as well. These large red cherries are impressive, and they have a nice sweet taste. So I got a nice little bit there. I recently heard Container Crops talking about her tomatoes, and when she's harvesting her tomatoes, she said, and I just happen to agree wholeheartedly, that when she sees any little bit of color on her tomatoes, she goes ahead and harvests them. So that's exactly what I'm going to follow. I am going to harvest these purple Russians, and they look fantastic. They're looking so good. So I'm not going to give the worms an opportunity to take these from me. Oh yeah, that was ready to come off. That purple Russian was ready to come off. I had to do literally nothing to pull it off. So there's my first purple Russian. And there's the other one. Looks really good. My Romas survived. The Romas survived over here. So these are unicorn tomatoes. Oops, dropped one. And the orange ones here are the rainbow blends. I'm just gonna drop that one in the soil. I'm gonna come back and spray those. Because they have worm damage. Okay. And these are my purple bush beans. And as I said, we've been eating these raw, so I don't want them to get like really, really big and potentially get hard and all that. So I'm harvesting them, you know, medium size, not really, really large. So there aren't a whole lot of these, but they're definitely doing much better than they were doing in the beginning. Okay, so that's what we got so far. And in this area, I had zucchini, and I think the vine borers got it. And so I'm gonna put in this squash in this area once I amend this soil here. I'm gonna put in this crookneck squash so that it could go ahead and run up this vine and hopefully give me some squash before it gets too hot. We have cucumbers. Look who we have under here. It's a pickling cucumber. I almost forgot. And I said I was not going to forget them again. There we go. Let me get the larger ones. Jalapeno peppers. I'm gonna let these get a little larger. The kids were out here doing a challenge eating the jalapenos raw at the graduation party, so some of the larger ones are already gone. Alrighty, that's it. I have lots of peppers down here, but I'm going to let them go ahead and turn like they're supposed to, turn color. But as always, we have these. And it feels like the more I pull off, the more come. So I'm just gonna continue to grab them and just let them grow as much as they want. And look how large they can get. And in a couple of days, we'll be harvesting more of these. If you look way down in there, peeking, there's a red one. That's so odd. But hey, we're gonna use it. I'm probably gonna taste that one to see if it's really hot. But these are just loaded. Just loaded with peppers. And they're growing so fast. You guys see how nice and big and bushy pepper patch has become? Now here are my candy cane peppers. And I was gonna let them stay and turn red, but there is a huge worm I just saw on that. And look, there we go with a hole. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it so that the worms don't get it and we be left wanting. Yeah, that was a huge worm on there. I actually was looking more for the hornworms, and I have not seen a single one this year, even with all the tomatoes I am planting and all the peppers I'm planting. I have not seen a single hornworm this year, which is perfectly fine. So I thank you guys for walking with me and doing this harvest. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Remember that when you grow it, you know it. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you on the next video.